Good evening.
Jello.
Got it.
Jello.
What's up, man?
No, nothing. What do you got going on? Day after turning 59. Or is it 69?
Which is not a bad number.
69 is a good number.
54, if you must know.
Oh, I know. I'm older. I'm wiser. I'm cuter.
I'm not digging that music right now. I got to change it.
I'm cuter. So do you feel a day older?
Absolutely not. I feel a few years younger.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, everyone. JJ.
Hello, JJ. We have a JJ? I didn't know we had a JJ.
Well, Jojo Malone.
Oh, Jojo. Janine, Ella.
See, now your mic is super loud, bro. Super loud.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, damn, that hurt. See, you can't even do that.
No matter what I do, I just can't please you. Oh, my freaking God.
Adjust yourself.
Yeah,
I gotta tell you a funny story, too.
Last night it was too soft. Today it's too loud. Tomorrow it's going to be too hard. I mean, is that better? Is that better?
I keep that cut. Slightly less. Slightly.
A little more.
A little less.
La 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 la.
Okay, let's just leave it there. Forget I mentioned it.
All right. Oh my God, we got to do the singing. We got to do the flute playing hoo-ha again.
I
love that video. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Hi, Lori, Carol, Deb.
Yeah, you're too fucking loud, bro.
I am not too loud.
Pull the mic away from your mouth.
It's my personality. I'm telling you, sweet Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I'll turn it down again.
Fine, then I'll talk like this. Hey, how's everybody going? How's everybody doing tonight?
I have an extra mic to choose from now. What's this? How's that? Is that any better? Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, much better.
Hello? No.
More normal.
Hello? Hello? No, can't hear me.
Lower.
How's that? Can you hear me? Is that good?
I freaking hear you too loud, but I guess we'll just leave it.
Well, hang on. I got another mic I can choose from. How's this one? Is this one any better? Nope. Now you're
Wendy
outside.
Mint.
Now you're outside. I don't like that one.
Kelly, Glornett, Catherine. Hey, Catherine.
Hello. Is that better? Is that more gooder for you?
No, it's still loud. It's so loud. I got to turn down his music a little bit.
How is that? Is that more gooder for you?
All right. Maybe.
You don't
leave
know?
it. Perfect. Good enough.
Perfect? Are you sure?
Let's get on with our lives right now. Yes.
Oh my God, you're like dealing with my mother, and she's dead. Richard Steamboat, Colorado. Bam, just the tip of your microphone. Just the tip. I love
just the
that.
tip. Just the tip.
I loved that. Oh my God, that movie was phenomenal.
Just the tip.
Oh.
People better know what we're talking about. I don't want to explain that one.
Sausage Factory. That's all you need to know.
The Sausage Factory. Where have I heard that before?
It's a movie.
Was it no? Wasn't it called the Sausage
Party? That's it.
That's it.
Sausage Factory is a gay bar.
So the name of my
I've been saying more gooder for the past 50 years.
The name of my Wi-Fi network is the Sausage Factory.
Oh, shut the front door.
I swear to God.
Shut the front door.
So I gotta prove it. I'll prove it to you.
Shut the middle door. The middle door is really funny. Oh, sweet Jesus, it is.
It's got nothing to do with, your LGBTQ, whatever.
The alphabet people.
It's in reference to the mob, the mafia, the Sopranos. if you watch The Sopranos and you know The Sopranos well, you know if you're good, you'll know what the Sausage Factory is and what season.
Just because it's called Wee Wee.
Oh man! Thank you for the belated birthday, everyone. Thank you so
Y'all
much.
not right. That's all I got to say. Y'all not freaking right. I'm gonna have to get on board with this.
It's it's too early to go low. All right,
Never too early to go to drop your knees.
it's a little too early right now. I know it's Saturday.
It is a Saturday, and I got to get up at 4:30 a.m.
Oh dang! On a Sunday?
Yeah, I got to work tomorrow morning.
WTF?
I got to work at the gas station.
Ah, okay. He's not driving around.
Well, I got to drive from here to there, and there to back to here.
So you know what I want to talk about today?
No.
Something that has come up in the last 24 hours.
Oh God, that could be a billion different things. Were you watching Stiff Socks again?
No. Stiff Socks.
Because they were talking about they had a porn star on there. Yeah, and they were asking her, well, you've seen the cameraman hard. Well, and she's like, yeah. And she goes, and I've seen the PAs hard. And she goes, and they said, well, have you ever seen the director hard? She goes, well, if you ever see him hard, you know it's a good porn. You know it's a good movie because they do this 9 to 5. They look at naked people all day long doing the deed. So if the director gets hard, you know it's good.
If the direct, yeah, that's a good day for you.
Yeah.
Job security.
Exactly. You know, if I was 400 pounds lighter and 60 pounds young or 60 years younger, I'd be a porn star.
Who's the Facebook user? Is that KK? Can't tell.
Cray Cray.
KK Smith. Is that you, KK Smith?
I was flipping through Facebook earlier today, and I think JoJo was live. I can't remember for sure, and she said that you can't say crazy on Facebook, but you can say bananas, but you can't say crazy.
Is that true?
Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
Know. We've said worse.
Oh, I've said a lot worse.
Interesting. If somebody wants to try it, you can do it in the comments. You can try it. I'm not going to try.
I think Facebook is getting a little too millennialized.
Chuck Nelson's in the house. Hey, Tammy, Ashley.
There's a niche for you, Bam. It's never too late. Never too late for. You're right. It's never too late for anything in life.
No, of course not. Well, relatively speaking. Anyway, so our friend, someone.
We have
how
a
do
friend?
I phrase this? How do I phrase? I thought we did.
Who's our friend?
So somebody else who does a live program. Was insisting to Vanessa that she go to the police department and complain and file a report on
me. Why you?
Well, you included, I imagine.
Probably.
For cyberbullying.
Oh, we're cyberbullying.
Yeah. How do you like them apples?
Okay, so here's my thing. You have freedom of speech.
Yep.
Which is what we are doing. We are exercising our First Amendment right for freedom of... Oh, the Mail and Pickle Show. I love that. Freedom of speech. So that is like the baseline. That's like the number one thing that this country came up with first. Freedom of speech. So where the hell does she get off that bullying is not freedom of speech?
You know, okay, there is such a thing as cyberbullying and bullying.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of young people get affected by that.
Of course they do, because they don't have.
Mentally, they're not old enough to know how to deal with these things.
Well, even if they are old enough, they're still not mentally old enough to deal with it, because we're raising a bunch of pansies.
That's partly true. That's partly true. But to those that are normal,
like us,
I don't think there are many things that have ever. I can't think of anything that. I mean, there have been things here and there that'll bother me, but nothing enough for me to go, I'm going to call the police and file a report. He hurt my feelings. No, that would never happen. So that's why I put up the post I did yesterday, trying to educate, or at least so people can read the difference between bullying or criticism.
Okay, well, and then, it's all in kind of like the Bible. I mean, you interpret everybody interprets things differently.
Yeah.
And that's why you have so many different versions of religion. People interpret the Bible completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Just like people interpret a definition completely different. Like me, I'll twist it to my own advantage. I probably should have been an attorney, because I'd love to argue.
Not too late.
Oh no, it's too late for me. I don't have another 10 years in school left in me. I'm not that intelligent.
So
put a condom on the mic. Why would I want to put a condom on my mic? I'm not going to suck it.
No, I just.
And even if I was going to suck it, I wouldn't want to suck a condom.
Oh.
Chuck, what's wrong?
I think somebody. Okay, I got to see what's going on here.
I'm lost.
Yes, I did. It's not a condom. It's a windscreen.
It's a spit guard.
So sometimes you say some words that begin with the letter P and some other words, and they hit the mic a little too hard. So the windscreen keeps it soft so you don't mess up the microphone. Not to mention when you spit when you're talking. Where did I see that? The King's Speech. Remember they were practicing that? You went.
No, that was off of Jason, or was it a Freddy?
No, but that's literally that's exercise, speech exercise, preparing for speech. Yeah. Yes. Anyway.
At any hoot.
So yeah, I mean, it is up to interpretation, but for the most part, bullying is like directed specifically at somebody with threats.
Okay, so when I tell somebody I've seen the video of them smoking out of a crack pipe with their crooked tits, what's that?
That would be an observation to me and a critique. That's what I think.
Girl, wear a better bra. Get your boobs back where they belong.
That's what I think.
Okay, what about spanking that burger and making it her bitch?
Well, we were just reacting to it. I know you are reacting to it.
I've made a lot of food my bitch in my life. Let me tell you. I mean, I can't get this fat without making food my bitch.
And that was quite the spectacle. And then last night, again.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Was she was going off on those jalapeno poppers.
Did you guys watch?
Oh my God, she's making love to those things.
Did you all watch last night? She was having she was having a moment with her food.
Oh yes, she was. She was, you know. Got a stem.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. No more Cheesecake Lies. She is a public figure with a public figure page. So
yeah. So if you think you are being bullied and cyber stalked, if you don't like it, freaking block somebody. Then they can't chase you. They can't comment on your pages. They can't do anything. If you don't do this, then it's your own damn fault. You're welcoming it. You're saying, come and comment on my page. Come and follow me. Come and watch me, unless I block you.
Yeah. So and having said that, okay, so somebody was encouraging her
Would this be the Jaime?
to go to the police, file a report,
The
complain,
Jaime
or
slash
whatever.
Ruby? Yep, this is the slash Ruby Jaime guy.
So my thing was, oh, really? Okay. Then I'll tell you what. If Vanessa volunteers and turns herself in, because you want to talk about cyberbullying people,
She did it to me.
she's done it to a lot of people. She singles out their profile. She exposes them. Going as far as calling, trying to find out where they work, all that kind of stuff. Calling their
That's
work.
stalking. That's like cray stalking.
Remember our little friend Hope LaMonica? She called her. They left her a voicemail message at her with her employer. I played that on the air.
I must not have been here that night.
And you know what? There is no statute of limitations on that. So just because it happened a long time ago, it doesn't mean it's over. Anybody can go back and complain. So if you want to spread these out and encourage people to complain, then throw everybody in there. But mine is not cyberbullying.
Throw a bitch under the bus.
I'm reacting. I'm observing. Does
Commentating.
it go overboard sometimes?
Absolutely. With me, it does. I ain't gonna lie.
But so what? She's considered a public figure on a public page. It'd be no different, if Joe Biden came here and I went over there and heckled him.
Oh, and trust me, I'd go off on that ignorant Carl.
And
God,
guess what?
Frickin' planet is that mother freaker living on?
I don't think he knows. To be honest with you, I don't think he knows.
You're probably right.
But anyway, we digress. So, yeah, and I don't know. I was like, what the freaking nerve? The queen of all cyberbullying wants to include. Well, they want her to include me on cyberbullying on a complaint like that. Bought that line. So now nobody can talk about anybody. Nobody can criticize. Nobody can say nothing.
So nobody can voice their opinions because I'm sorry. Half the time, then I truly believe it looks like Vanessa has crooked tits. It's my opinion. So what? We can't voice an opinion because it's bullying.
Oh, Manny sells Avon. Oh my God.
It's cyber stalking.
Bam! She yelled at me for selling Avon.
Or she yelled at me for selling Pampered Chef, but which you can shop at
She embarrassed
shopwithbambam.com.
She embarrassed me.
For all your kitchen needs, shopwithbambam.com.
So is that considered cyberbullying? She complained about me selling Avon.
Yeah.
I feel quite offended. I mean, should I go file a police report?
You probably should.
You see how ridiculous
go to
that is?
Raymondville because they're looking for excuses to arrest her, according to her. And she cyberbullies the Raymondville Police Department on a daily basis.
Yeah, I find that hilarious and unbelievable.
No, it's believable. We see it every day. She talks about it every day.
Oh, I know she does. And what is that phrase about people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones or whatever? Is that what it is? It's like, be careful.
Yeah, I'll be the first one to throw a stone just because it's fun.
It's like, be careful. People can talk shit about me all day if they want. I don't care. And I'm not going to go run to the police. Maybe that's why people do it, because I don't care. You want to talk. You want to talk shit? You want to make up lies or do whatever? Go ahead. I don't care. I don't care.
You can say whatever you want to say about me. I don't care. Just make sure I had a good time. That's all I ask. I just want to have a good time because why? I don't do anything all day long. So just make sure I had some fun somewhere in my life.
Right? So yeah, and all this, I don't know. The people were arrested for, and I don't even know if it was because of David's law. Anybody know?
Who the hell's David? And
It's
don't say
just,
David and Goliath.
I believe it was a child who was cyberbullied. He committed suicide because he was being bullied, I think, online. I should look it up.
Okay, is that a Texas thing?
I think it is.
Well, we don't have to worry about Vanessa committing that because she says every day that they didn't count on me being as strong as I am. I can survive them. I survive them every day because I'm so strong. So we don't have to worry about it. Vanessa's fine. She got tough skin.
David's Law is named after 16-year-old David Molak, a high school student in San Antonio who died by suicide after being harassed online. So the bill called David's Law aims to bring awareness and new policies to schools to combat cyberbullying.
Oh, to schools.
Yeah. So Senate Bill 179 classifies cyberbullying as a Class A misdemeanor offense. Cyberbullying is a Class A misdemeanor.
Well, it sucks that the poor kid didn't believe that there's any other solution to his situation except what he did. I mean, that completely sucks.
Yeah, and I wondered, he couldn't talk to anybody, even his own parents.
I mean, there's people you can talk to. I mean, there's counselors, there's shrinks, there's talk to a friend, talk to a priest. Well, don't talk to a priest. Talk to a pastor. No, well, talk to whoever.
Make noise. If somebody's being bullied, if you're being bullied, you parents, you got to tell your kids. If something like that's going on, you say something. I don't care what it's about. You freaking come and tell me, tell your father, your mother. You say
Your
something.
Bald-headed granny.
You got to make noise about that. Don't let nobody bully you. I don't care if they're bigger than you or whatever. It doesn't matter.
And I get that they're children and they don't understand, but it's just words. And I guess words can hurt, but is it a physical pain? No, it's more of an emotional pain, but physical pain is real pain.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, kids, when they're laughed at or people make fun of, as a kid,
nobody likes
somebody
being
makes
laughed
fun
at
of you.
unless if you're a clown, like, well, me, I guess. I try to make everybody laugh to make themselves feel good. But, I don't know. I guess it was a different time in the 70s when I was being raised. Where,
Victoria, thank you.
We were raised with tough skin. And, don't worry about them. They're an asshole. Who cares what they think? Exactly. Who cares what people freaking think? Everybody's entitled to their own freaking opinion.
Yeah, and for somebody young, and you know what? And it's not just somebody young, but for somebody young, that emotional abuse, I'll go as far as calling it abuse, being bullied. That hurts, that hurts them on the inside.
I get that.
And then
I've had some emotional pain. I mean, who hasn't? But, I guess I just take it to a different place. And, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
And you know that now, though. But as a kid, you don't know that. All you know is that it hurts. And then if nobody teaches you how to deal with it, now you're older, and that emotional pain turns into something else. You're in an abusive relationship or something, and you take there and you stay and you take the abuse because you don't know how to necessarily deal with that.
Well,
so it can start from something as what some might say innocent, kids being bullies, but that can affect your entire life,
Oh, and I get that. Like we have this one girl at work where she's like 30, 33 years old. She walks around carrying a teddy bear because has nobody taught her how to deal with the pain and emotional pain.
Mm.
So she's pretty much a basket case.
Mm.
And it's really sad because she's a really sweet girl. But, everybody just needs to learn how to deal with it and not just push it aside and go, oh, well, okay, you're all right. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Because that's what we did in the 70s. And eventually, we were fine. But I taught myself how to deal with it, I guess. Maybe that's why I'm such an asshole now.
Which video? What did she post today? Somebody let me know.
Post anything today that I'm aware of.
Well, a comment here says, so you can't play the old video that No More Chasties Lies posted today, and we can't comment on it? No, I'll play it. I don't care. This is all public stuff. I can play anything.
I'll probably comment on it. Freedom of speech. It's my opinion.
And there is. And we're not threatening anyone or that kind of thing. Direct messages or private messages or phone calls. I don't do any of that. He doesn't do any of that.
I don't have the kind of time for all that crazy shit.
We're very transparent with our criticism. Now I got to see what they're talking about.
Yeah, me too. Because my peakedness has been peaked. How you know what I'm trying to say?
That one did, and there's some more stuff I want to play too, but I don't know if I'll get to that today. All right. Anyway. So yeah, I mean, how boring is that if you can't get up here or anywhere, whether it's on the radio or online like this, and you want to criticize things? You're criticizing opinions is what you're criticizing, because most of the stuff that I criticize about her is, she's naming certain people.
A lot.
I mean, constantly and adamantly about, what happened to her one Christmas Eve a couple years ago. And she claims to have all this proof. She's very strong in her position about having proof, but where
put
is
up
it?
Or shut up.
Right?
Put up or shut up.
So,
Robin, you're not late at all.
Can you imagine what happens to Facebook? What happens to Twitter if nobody can criticize each other? If nobody can criticize anything at all?
Speaking of Twitter, Mr. Elon Musk is talking about filing bankruptcy.
Is he really?
Yes.
See, but he's not broke. Now people are going to say, oh, he lost all his money. He's broke. It's like, pff.
He's not broke. He still owns a crap ton of stock in Tesla.
Bankruptcy is a strategic business move. It's a tool.
It is a tool.
And people use it all the time. Some use it because they have to, and others use it because, to better their positions.
So about 10 years ago, Delta filed for bankruptcy. The day their bankruptcy was discharged, they got out, they walked out of court, and American Express gave them $1 billion in revolving credit.
$1 billion.
$1 billion in revolving credit. How's that for filing bankruptcy? I don't have any damn money. Second I walk out the courthouse, look at this, I have $1 billion credit card. Let's go shopping.
Holy crap. And you know what? And the bankruptcy tool doesn't always get used. It gets abused.
Yeah, it does.
Of course it does. Especially Chapter 7. Chapter 7 wipes out all your debt.
Everything.
Everything.
And even if you keep most of everything you own.
If you have a house, no, you got to give it up. If you have a house, they will tell you to sell it. You got to sell it. You got to liquidate. But all your debt is completely wiped out. In a Chapter 13, they collect all your debt, organize it, and then you pay from paycheck to paycheck or once a month or whatever to pay back all that debt. And then the bankruptcy court takes that money, and then they're like, okay, a little for you, a little for you, a little for you, a little for you. And usually it's like a 5-year plan or 4-year plan or something like that. But with Chapter 13, you can keep your house. Yeah, as long as you're not behind on the payments or that kind of thing. So a lot of people who don't own property choose to go with a Chapter 7 and just wipe out complete wipe out their debt. and then they can start over again. And it is possible to start over again. So anyway, that does get abused. So Mr. Musk must have something up his sleeve. But so what?
Probably need some revolving capital. So
I don't know why people
thinking about it.
It could be. I don't know why people care so much. Why are they so critical of him?
A lot of people hate him.
Especially because of this Twitter thing.
Oh, and of course and I know you didn't want to go political, but the House wants to bring him in and question him.
Investigate him for what?
Because he bought Twitter. Okay, so flippin' what? The man bought Twitter. What do you care? Oh, I know what you care. You can't control speech anymore.
Dude's got
you cannot
hundreds.
Control the narrative anymore.
Hundreds of billions of dollars. Dude can buy whatever he wants. And yeah, he's going to open that up and turn it to what it used to be.
Good for him.
It wasn't like that for a long time, but he's going to turn it back to a place where people can talk and say what they want. He banned Kathy Griffin well, that's one of the big no-nos on Twitter, is impersonating somebody and creating an account to mimic someone. That'll get you into big trouble.
Of course it will.
So she did that thinking, hey, I'm going to do this, let me do this. Thinking she's trying to be slick or whatever. Kathy Griffin used to be funny.
She did back in the day.
Remember she had that reality show? I don't even remember what it was called. Kathy Griffin.
On the D list. My Life on the D list.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I used to watch that religiously.
I did too. She was really funny.
Yeah, it was.
But her Life on the D list, I guess it just wasn't A-list enough to keep the D list show.
Right? It was not even enough to keep her on the D list. And then she pulled that dumb stunt with the Donald Trump severed head thing. And pretty much from there, her career took a nosedive. I mean, it was already at the bottom, but it just went sub bottom. But even that, I don't know. I think, did she go too far with that Donald Trump head situation? Remember that?
I don't remember it.
You don't remember? She's holding the head like this, like if it was just severed, there's blood all over the place. You know the way the terrorists
like he was holding Medusa's head.
Like she was holding Medusa's head. It was just Donald Trump's head and blood, and like it was just freshly decapitated.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
And people were up in arms. I don't remember how I felt about it back then. I just remember thinking, oh, good Lord, come on, give me a break. So I don't know. I suppose you can go too far sometimes. And some of the events locally down here in the last week have gone overboard. And now everybody wants to press charges on everyone. And they're throwing around the words cyberbullying and cyber stalking and group stalking and online harassment. It's like, come on. There are some legit cases. Some people have a legit issue. Yes, they do. Some have gone too far, in my opinion. I mean, too far. I don't get the whole stalking thing. Like, what is the point of following somebody or taking pictures of where they live or, driving hundreds of miles to go and video somebody's house? It's like, what is the point? Why? It wouldn't bother me, to be honest, when they come outside and film. Okay, go ahead. I'll pull up a launcher. I don't care.
Anything better to do? Sit out there and
right
with your little umbrella and your cocktail and that mirrored screen and just sun yourself.
Did she want to? Who wanted to pose for Playboy?
Oh, please don't say Vanessa Day. Please. Okay, Oompa Loompas are not allowed to pose naked, okay? I know. I'm an Oompa Loompa. We don't pose naked.
But there's a market for that,
Oh yeah, there's people that
you
like the
know.
chunkies.
So I don't know. We'll see where all that's going to go. And I've been getting
I don't
messages.
think Playboy's the market for it.
I've been getting messages and people all night since last night. And did you see? Did you hear? Did you see? Your name was mentioned. I think. You know what? You want to do that and file charges or press or complaint, whatever. Go ahead. I don't care. Will I fight it in court if I had to? If it got that far? Yeah, of course I will. Can I afford an attorney? Do I have an attorney in the family ready to me? Yes, I do. So if you really want to fight it and fight me, okay, have at it. Good luck with that. But guess what? Nothing's going to happen.
Why?
Because I don't do any of that hardcore stuff that you guys are talking about. Cyber stalking.
What you talking about, Willis?
How are we cyber stalking? Or what was it? Group stalking? Or what was that? Is that what she said?
I think that's. I have no idea. What the hell? What the hell?
And if people do that, okay, if you got a complaint, fine, you got a complaint. Gang stalking, okay. Thank you. Honestly, I didn't know what that meant. I mean, you can use your head, put two and two together. Gang stalking, okay. A lot of people stalking you. But when do we stalk? We're always here at our computers. Being bam, we're just here in Brownsville online.
I don't have time for all that business. I really don't. I mean, I do what I do. I come here, I make a couple comments here and there about my best friend Vanessa, kind of like my best friend Nancy.
If Bam was gonna stalk you, it'd be easy to find. You just look for the big yellow bus.
Well, that and you drive a little white Mustang. I mean, how many white Mustangs are there in Brownsville?
Right eyes, that's right.
With red lipstick wearing white Mexican, ghost looking Mexican, or I'm sorry, a ghost looking Hispanic. I don't like the word Mexican because then that's a little racist.
That's not racist. So if you see a school bus and there's a cross-dresser in it, or a drag queen driving a school bus, guess what?
Got the long black wig, I got the pink headband, red lipstick. Girlie, guess who I am?
But until you find that,
and my work can't do anything about it because, well, it's acceptable now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to get the Jackie O dress and then Jackie O glasses.
Yeah, I don't know. I talked about this with Bam before. We said it online. If she's got a complaint against some people, she should force her. There's got to be a way for her to do a police report. Talk to your attorney. Have the attorney contact law enforcement, and they'll do a police report or something.
Yes.
If it's that pressing, then do it. If it's legit, you should do it. Nobody should be stalked. Somebody wants to watch me or follow me. I don't care. Go ahead, follow me.
Don't for follow me. I'm extremely boring. I barely leave my house.
So I don't know. I don't get this whole stalking thing. And
I got a case of agoraphobia. I don't like leaving my house.
And it's not cool vandalism either. Jaime, he's got to park his car. He's got to hide his car somewhere because the other day they slashed his tires and what they do.
That's just. I mean,
ridiculous, man. People pay a lot of money for this stuff. Leave people's property alone.
Tires are not cheap. They are not cheap.
No.
Just so y'all know, I mean, I have a Jeep. Okay, every freaking year. Well, with the exception of this year because I can't afford it, but every year I try to put new tires on my vehicle just for the winter. $1,000 every freaking year. And I'm not putting the best tire out there either.
Yeah.
If I want the best tire, we're talking like $1,500. I mean, the $1,000 tires that I put on is for 4 tires. And it's a decent tire. It gets me through the winter. This year I couldn't afford to do it. I don't have the money. Well, maybe I'll have to wait until in February. But then, February when I get my taxes, winter's over with. Why bother?
Yeah, and okay, John, hey, welcome. How you doing, John? So, and that's true too. I unless somebody can prove to me otherwise, I don't believe that John Allen. I don't believe that Ofelia Moreno. I don't believe that Frank Martin. I don't believe Jojo Malone had anything to do with her situation at a motel.
You missed one.
Who did I miss?
The beer guy.
Oh, George Rice.
She's implemented him too, so you got to include him.
I don't believe any of those people had anything to do with what happened to her that night.
I don't either, and you want to know why? Because it doesn't make any sense. Why would these 4 or 5 people single out Vanessa? I mean, what has she done for these 5 people to ruin her life as she claims that they've done? She's a nobody. These people are not going to take time out their busy day, out of their busy lives, to do what she insists they've done. It doesn't make any freaking sense.
And I keep going back to, if you have the proof, which she says she does, do something with it.
Put up or shut up.
Don't just keep yapping for 2 years. We got proof, and keep and making these statements against people. She included me one time on that. I'm like, come on. You want to go there? Fine. I got receipts. I was not even in town. I got hotel receipts. So, yeah, try.
You have hotel receipts?
Yeah. I was at the Marriott. I was in Victoria, Texas that weekend. I was in Victoria working, and I didn't care about her one bit at all. I wasn't even talking about her back then.
Sometimes I care about Vanessa. Sometimes I really care about her because, sometimes she's a person. She's a human. I mean, she's not like the best species of us, but I mean, I care about her. I don't want to see anything bad come to her. But
no, of course not. I don't hate her.
At point, I don't hate her either, because why? I don't know her. You got to know somebody to hate them. Do I like her? Probably, maybe that much.
I mean, come on, it's entertaining, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't have so many people watching every single time we go with the VT Chronicles.
Hell yeah!
So there's a market for it, and but that's where I leave it. You do some criticism, you try to debunk a lot of what she's saying, and from our part, that's where it stays right there. Any other people that go overboard or do excess, well, that's not my problem.
Exactly.
And not that I keep those paper receipts, but I can go to Marriott.com in my rewards account, and it's got a record of all my stays. So that's how I know. And this music is getting annoying now. Okay.
All right. This is one word I always screw up on. Quiet is Q-U-I-E-T.
Quiet?
Yeah.
Q-U-I-E-T, yes.
Okay, I did good. Yay!
Good job.
I told you I'm not the most intelligent Carl in the world. I'm really not.
There's hope for the public school system.
There is.
Okay, maybe I'll show this video. Let me see.
Just show a video. We like videos.
We like videos, right?
We love videos.
Yeah, so anyway, you got to be careful. Talking to Vanessa, you got to be careful when you're going to want to press charges on people, because you want to press charges over things that they can press charges on you in return. And there's evidence of that. There's plenty of evidence of that.
Yep.
It's all over the internet. It's all over Facebook. I've showed a bunch of them. We see what you do with people. Am I going to complain or file charges or any of that? No. Everybody's got their thing online. Everybody's got their gimmick.
They do.
And what works for them. Yeah, I'm not going to interfere with that. But, you know, if you're going to give, be ready to get. And I'm not saying for me. I'm just saying from other people. So, a lot of you guys took this way too far already. And I know he's not a close friend or anything like that. But Jaime, to vandalize a car, he just bought that car. Freaking brand new car, man. And you're going to... yeah, I would not be happy. That already went too far. And then what happened on Halloween basically was an assault. And see, it just keeps... How much further are you going to take this? How worse is this going to get? So, I don't know. I stay out of that mess like that. There's a reason for the VT Chronicles, and that reason is going to stay there. It's not going away. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not breaking any laws. If you get butt hurt, not my problem.
Butt hurt? Who's getting butt hurt? I don't want to get butt hurt.
If you get butt hurt, that's not my problem. Facts don't care about your feelings. We try to present facts, real things that happen, debunk what you're saying with facts. And the famous Ben Shapiro, I love that line.
I like Ben. He is awesome.
Facts don't care about your feelings. So, you have fun with that if that's what you got to do. And it's a shame. It's a shame. You know, if you leave certain people in charge of this country, things like free speech are going to disappear.
Yeah, like, I know you didn't want to get political tonight, but these freaking Democrats, not all of them are bad, but, you know, they tried to stifle the whole Hunter laptop thing, and they tried to stifle all of this as disinformation and Russia and meddling. It's like, you know, one thing that really gets me about the Democrats, and I'm not going to go on and on because I could, but the one thing that really gets me about the Democrats is they love to break the law. But
blatantly too, you know.
But they change the law in their favor, so they're not breaking the law. If they can't do it, they change the law so they can do it.
Yeah, and no offense to any Democrats in the House, all right?
Yeah, I mean, they're not all bad.
I welcome all points of view. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, or anywhere in between. Doesn't matter to me at all.
And I'm not Democrat, and I'm not a Republican. I vote for both. I vote for whatever is particular right for our country at that time. I voted, just in this last election, I voted for 2 Democrats. But the rest of them were all Republicans.
I think you can't of course they want you to, but you can't vote straight party anymore.
You can't. And where I live, they try to force you to vote straight party. And like what do you call it? Like right before an election, they do like a little baby election type thing.
The primary.
Yeah, like the primaries. They force you to vote straight party.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, I want a Democrat on the list and I want a Republican on the list.
Yeah.
Why do I have to bend my beliefs and conform to your dictatorship?
Yeah, even though it's only a primary, but yeah, I didn't like that either. So the what happened on, I would say Christmas, Halloween night, is that Ophelia Moreno was having some kind of event, I keep saying Christmas, on Halloween night.
Are you excited?
Why do I keep saying Christmas?
It's only 7 weeks from tomorrow, you know.
I know, right? And I don't know what you guys heard. I mean, it is what it is. Someone came up, walked right up to them, and it was clear. It's on video. It was an assault. It was an assault on Ophelia by someone. And that happened. It did happen. Everything else was pretty much self defense, and then it should have stopped. But from what I understand, it didn't stop. And so now I think everybody's getting charged with assault or something. And, to a certain extent, fine. I guess I agree with that. Um, but the initial thing that happened, now it happened for a reason, I suppose, right? But this is the problem. When people say things, I mean, remember Sticks and Stones?
Oh yeah. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but
The
names will
words
never
will
hurt me.
never hurt me. Right. Names or words will never hurt me. So what causes somebody to react violently to just something that somebody's doing or saying something?
Well, see, and that's just it. Because back in the '70s, when we were growing up, it was just names or words, and then that was the end of it. Now that we have privilege and the trophy generation and the over, cushy emotion people, it's like now we go further. It's like, my God, we take things and we try to hurt people. It's like, why?
Yeah, and even though, some of these things that were said may have been in bad taste, if I say something about Bam's mom who passed away,
Now you can
yeah,
say whatever you want. She was a bitch.
okay, but if she wasn't, and it was Bam's mom, should I have to worry that Bam's going to get pissed off and fly to Brownsville and assault me with a baseball bat just because I said something about his mother?
Oh, trust me, I will be in the next Ferrari and knock that shit out your head.
And in a Ferrari, you can get here pretty quick, I imagine.
I can take all of 5 minutes.
So, what causes that? I mean, come on, be reasonable, all right? At the same time, I get it. How you can get triggered by, especially down here. It's a cultural thing,
Well,
you know.
and I get that some cultures have, I mean, there's some cultures that are just like over emotional, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean they're like really tight with like families, and they're constantly saying, "Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you." That's great. My family was never like that. My generational family was never an "I love you" and a huggy, touchy, feely family. We weren't like that, which probably helped make me have a lot of tough skin. But I
Yeah,
think that some families have that, and I looking back, I kind of wish that maybe I did have that. But and at the same point, I'm glad I didn't have that.
I just don't understand. The claim was that she was doing like witchcraft or was gonna do witchcraft,
Who, Ophelia?
and yeah, and so the family, the other side, they felt they were insulted or felt disrespected, and I don't know. I mean, to some extent, I might get offended, but I'm not going to go over there and assault anybody.
Okay, so I've only seen Ophelia one time, and that was the other day when you had her on. That was the only time I've ever seen the woman. Never heard her talk. Never nothing. And she had a composure about herself that I respected. Just from the little 5 minute thing that she was doing on the show that we watched. I'm like, I really respect her composure and what she's talking about. But then at the same time, I'm like, she was like, "Oh, I don't have any money. Oh, yeah, loan me $500, and I'll pay it back to you." But I'm like, okay, the chairs you're sitting on, they look like they cost $2,000.
Oh yeah, I don't know about any of that.
I mean, I don't either, but it's like, she just commanded. I mean, this sort of
But you know
presence.
what? But if that's her thing and she's got followers and they're willing to help or whatever, I got no beef with that. It's none of my business.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean,
You
would
know,
I
if they
watch the
want to,
woman again? No. I mean, what she was talking about really didn't interest me, but I did. I liked the sound of her voice. I mean, it was a pleasant speaking voice.
you know, I got no. It's none of my business what they want to raise money for.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's none of my business, and I don't get involved, and I don't cause a ruckus to try to disrupt it because it's none of my business.
Nope. It's your show. Talk about whatever you want to talk about.
But I don't know. It just goes too far. I mean, everybody's poking each other. They're poking the bear, then the bear pokes the dragon back, or they're poking each other. It's like,
Eventually, one poke's going to be a little stronger than the other poke, and then it's going to turn into a big, huge kibosh.
so there was an assault, and then the assault should have stopped, and then it continued, and that's why people, I believe, I don't even know all the details, so I don't want to talk a lot on it, but just, you know, I always said I hope it doesn't get any worse or it doesn't cross a line, and then to me that was crossing the line. Now things got just ridiculous. Pleasant. Somebody's asking, is that what you said? Something about her was pleasant.
Yeah, I thought she had a very pleasant speaking voice. I mean, that's and that's probably why I have like a huge eclectic taste in music because I like the voices. I mean, I may not like the music, but I like the voice, so I'll listen to them. And I thought Ophelia has a very interesting sounding voice. That there's something in the pitch or the tone of her voice that I actually found soothing.
Soothing. Interesting. I'm perplexed.
Are you perplexed?
But hey, whatever floats your boat.
And I got a lot of things to float this fat ass of a boat.
And you know, and it's just the pranks, or what do you want to call them? The bits, the pranks, or the poking goes too far on both sides, and you know, I knew at some point it's going to escalate if it doesn't settle down, and yeah, just hope it stops. You know, they're both of those people are talented and have done funny stuff on their own merits without going at each other. And you know, the Ruby thing that Jaime does, you could spin that off and do a lot of things on his.
Oh yes,
Ruby with the wig, and
Ruby does Dallas. Ruby does Ruby does San Antonio. Ruby does everybody.
Ruby, a lot of stuff. And
Ruby does a lot of stuff.
Ophelia's done bits and stuff. She's done shows, freaking hilarious, where they don't talk about other people, but she's got a thing, an act or whatever going on. That's funny. Also, I've seen it. It's funny. It is. So if they could just somehow just settle their difference and just, you know, do your own stuff, and enough already. Vandalism has already gone too far on all sides, and it's not just one or the other. It's like ridiculous already. Ruby can be funny, yes, I know. I'm not gonna lie and say I've never laughed to that. I've laughed, but on the other side, also I've laughed at some of the stuff Ophelia does. I've laughed at that. That's some of that. That's classic. So they could be very funny. There's something there. So just wish you would just settle down, do your own thing, or find it. I'm not even going to say that. Never mind. So we'll see. Maybe what happened when they got arrested. Charges are filed. We'll see what's going to happen. Are they looking to make an example of someone? Maybe. Is it going to happen? I don't know. So anyway, how did we get here? What brought me here? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't recall. I don't recall. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff though. A lot. Both sides have shady things that happen. And and the one person does something, and then the other one wants to do one better, and then the other side wants to do one better than that, and it just the line keeps getting redrawn. The line keeps getting redrawn until it gets way out of control. So, hey, anybody watch Yellowstone? Are you guys ready for the new season 5 starts tomorrow?
I so can't wait.
Oh my god. I'm going to finish watching. I want to start season 4 right now. 4 was the one that started with that shootout, right? Remember at the at the very beginning?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Not 100% on that, but I believe so.
I think so. Man, it was so good. It opened like, wow. I remember going, wow, season 4 started with a bang. Literally. So that's going to be good. If you haven't seen Yellowstone, give it a chance. It's like The Sopranos, but in Montana, in Wyoming,
But better.
Yeah, and there's cursing, there's bad words, and there's all that kind of stuff. It's really good. Kevin Costner, if you're a Kevin Costner fan, yeah, he's perfect for that. He does very well.
Boy, bae.
John Dutton, yeah. I thought about getting the brand that they put on their chest, the yellow, the Y. Yep. I thought about getting that tattoo right here. I love the show that much. I thought about getting branded with Yellowstone. Yeah.
Seriously. Shut the front door.
I may do that. Maybe a small brand or something. I might do that. I love the show. It's that great. Having said that, I love Sopranos too. Maybe I should do a Sopranos tattoo as well.
Well, as long as we're talking about tattoos.
I'd be like a TV show billboard. Oh, yeah, okay.
Still waiting, January, it's not that far away. January, Vanessa, right here on my butt. If anybody knows Vanessa and like friends with her, when she like puts your lipstick on and like takes a napkin and like does the.
Okay.
If somebody could steal that napkin and send it to me.
Sorry, I had to kill that music. It was getting pretty bad. Said all these songs. Now I have to, 20, 30 songs. And we've already been through them over the last couple of weeks. So I got to get a whole fresh batch.
I thought we were going to change and use a different thing other than StreamYard.
Yeah, I got to try that too. Yeah, now is a good time.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, and we were going to do another raffle.
Working on that too. Working on that as well.
Okay. See, one thing with the Presidente over here, sometimes you just got to kick his ass, Come on, get up off that thing. And dance till you feel better. Get up off that thing.
Hold on. I'm not ignoring Christina. Hang on. Christina, I know you want her to come on live. Tell me when you want to go live, please. You're welcome now if you want to. I'll gladly talk to you.
Well,
you just need to be reminded about these things because I'm so much happens so fast.
I've heard the Yellowstone house that they use is in Northern California someplace.
Oh, it's not even Wyoming?
It's not even Wyoming.
The inside or the outside?
The whole house.
Oh.
Is a ranch in California. But the mountains and everything that they show, that's actually like Montana.
So the mountains are Montana.
From my understanding. And somebody else told me this, so I don't know how true it is.
Ooh, see, now I got to find out. It would suck. That would suck. It would be disappointing if that was not, Montana or Wyoming.
Well, just like that movie with the vampires.
with the vampires.
Edward Cullen, the Cullens, Breaking Dawn. You know what I'm talking about. Somebody help me here. Somebody help me.
The vampires.
Yeah. They were
I
big.
don't. Twilight.
Thank you.
Oh,
Twilight.
that's what I saw it there. I didn't.
That was supposed to be in Oregon, but it was actually filmed in Canada.
See, I don't like when they do that.
Yeah, I know. If you're going to portray a city and a state, use that freaking city and state.
Remember, I didn't see it myself, but a lot of people told me, hey, when they did the Selena series, what they portrayed as Brownsville.
You got mountains in Brownsville. Mountains in Brownsville.
There's no mountains in Brownsville. Good Lord. And we all caught it. I mean, they all caught it. I saw a photograph of it. I didn't see the video itself. But I'm like, come on.
Yeah, so to my knowledge, they haven't come out with season 2 on that yet. Has it been over a year, or are they not doing that, or do you know?
That was a while ago.
Yeah, it's like
I don't
2
know.
years. I want to say 2 years ago.
They do not tape Yellowstone in Montana. However, Kelly says the Dutton Ranch is an actual ranch in Wyoming.
Yeah, so supposedly the scenery they use is
Christina. Hang on, Christina Marie. I just responded to your. Look at your messenger, please. Sorry, Ben.
But the house is a house in California, like that. The main lodge where they all live.
Yeah.
Supposedly that's California.
Now you remember what's his name? Cole Hauser. Cole Hauser is Rip.
Rip.
A lot of people don't remember. Cole Hauser was in Good Will Hunting. He was one of Good Will Hunting's little pals. His neighborhood is his childhood friends.
I did not know that.
He was in Good Will Hunting.
I did not know that.
Remember the four always hung around together. They went drinking together all the time. He was one of those guys.
What season? They're on season 3, so I missed season 2.
Oh, no season 3. It's done and over. So season 1 and 2 apparently.
Okay. Did I see season 2? Because I know when season 1 they left off, they were supposed to start singing my favorite song,
which is
"Come a Little Flower," the flower song.
Oh yeah. Cole Hauser was the bad guy in Too Fast, Too Furious also. Okay. I write a horse says I know the man. So Christina, if you want to come online live, glad to talk about that issue you had with her. And you're not the only one. She said she went like this. She went at a lot of people. I'm talking about Vanessa, if you want to call it doxing, showing their online profile and showing all their photos and even showing family photos and, whatever these people have on their page.
Yep, done that to me. The hussy. She's a hussy.
Well, I don't know. I know she won't talk to me. She says, I'll never collaborate with that hateful man.
You are a hateful man, Manny.
But if she wanted to talk about certain things and come clean about certain things, which I think she should, it would be better for her. It'd be better for her to come clean on certain things.
But her attorneys have probably told her not to because it could be used in court against her.
Everything. She goes online every freaking day. Just creating more evidence. What do I know?
I don't know. What do you know?
I just want to give her a chance, let her know, so she can see I'm not a real hateful, nasty guy.
You're not. You're hey, Benji. Haven't seen you in a while.
Benji, what up?
You're actually a very pleasant, down-to-earth individual. Very caring individual.
And I would like to talk about things in the past. Clear this up. Talk about this. I want to know, why do you think so and so, or why do you think this? That's the kind of thing I would like to
Let's
ask
get
her.
the smoke out of the air. Clear the
Yeah,
air.
yeah. I would love to do that, and I know she won't. And I would make it fair. I tell everybody, no insults. No wisecracks. Just let this go, and talk about it. We can discuss it later after the show's over. But and not that I want to give in to whatever her rules would be or her conditions, but I'm just to show that I'm not what she thinks I am. I mean, I know it still wouldn't happen.
You would entertain the notion of it, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And I always said it. I said it before. If there's something you got that's convincing and legit, and something against you that is truly wrong, I said I'll stand with you and say, yeah, she's right.
And we have.
Yep. Been there, done that, and I'll keep doing that. I'll stand with. There are things that I don't agree with that I won't go with anymore. So anyway, that invitation's there. I know she won't take it, but if anybody wants to run over there and tell that, feel free.
Or if anybody has a good video of her like eating something that you want me to commentate on. Evidently, I do really good food porn noises.
Okay, I'm gonna say comment, not commentate. All right.
Whatever.
I'm pretty sure it's not commentate.
Why is your phone vibrating?
Commentate. Oh, it is a word. No way. It's British.
Ah.
Commentate
means the same thing as comment.
Oh, Christina sent me a lot of Yellowstone images and footage and stuff. All right, I'll take a look at those in a minute. That's interesting.
Yellowstone. I think
So
my favorite character is Rip and Beth, and I like the old man. He cracks me up. And then of course Luke Grimes. Oh my God, he is sexy.
That's the guy with the guitar, the singer with the guitar?
No, that's Casey.
Wait, what? Luke Grimes is Casey?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he gets naked a lot. I think that's why I like him.
Oh, Bam! You need some cold. You need some cold fizzy water on your head.
I'm a slut. I know. I'm not right. And you know who Luke Grimes is from, right?
I don't know. Is he a singer? I got to look it up.
No. He's not a singer. Well, maybe he was. I don't know. He did that series with that other guy.
50 Shades of Grey, Taken,
No.
American Sniper,
No.
True Blood.
No, it's it runs right next to Charmed. God, I watched several seasons of it. Can't even think of the damn name of the movie.
Charmed. 50 Shades of Grey, True Blood, Taken. I don't know what that says. El Camino, Into the Ashes, Brothers and Sisters, 50 Shades Darker.
I'm waiting for someone to pop it up on the screen because I know they watch it. It's on TBS in the mornings.
I'm looking at his
or TNT in the mornings. It ran for 10 seasons.
Forever, Outlaw, Squatters, Outlaw Country, All the Boys Love Mandy, Into the Ashes. Man, maybe you got it mixed up with somebody else.
I don't think I do.
You have done that before, you know.
Well, I know I have.
Assassination of a High School President, Forever, Hello Stranger. But these are movies, though. You're talking about a TV show. Oh, these are both movies and TV shows. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, bro. 50 Shades. If somebody knows what the heck Bam's talking about, fill him in, please. Oh, I have to do maybe tomorrow. I'll do a Yellowstone thing and show some of this stuff. I think a Yellowstone show may be warranted here. If you haven't seen it, give it a shot. It's really good. And if you like it, you've got about 24 hours to watch the entire 4 seasons.
Good luck with that.
Bam is looking for Luke Grimes was on some kind of TV show on TBS, you're saying? TBS or TNT?
Yep. For 10 years.
For 10 years. What is it about, the program?
Had a lot of what do you call those teams? Spirits and demons and ghosts.
Are you talking about Angel?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. People are throwing stuff out here.
A runoff of the series is Winona Earp. It's a spin-off of it.
True Blood? You're not talking about True Blood?
Nope. It's a one-word title. Phenomenon or Paranoia or something like that.
Sorry, bro. No, he said one word, not Ghost Whisperer. He said something like Charmed.
Well, it ran right after Charmed.
Oh, right after. Oh, okay.
So you had
I have no
2 hours
idea.
of Charms, and then you had like 3 hours of this.
I have no idea what you're talking about. And if it existed, I think you would have found it already. Paranormal?
I think that's it.
He's in Paranormal?
Paranormal run for like 10 years.
Let's see. Oh, this isn't clear. I don't know, buddy. I think you got your actors mixed up, maybe.
And that's entirely possible. You know, I am a blonde. I am a blonde. Leave it to the blondes. We don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know what you did for your search, but I'm going to do Luke Grimes TV shows. I got the same thing that I was telling you about before. Yellowstone, 50 Shades, Brothers and Sisters, True Blood, and Yellowstone. Like stuff he's done on TV, that's what it's telling me. That's it. That's all. Okay, I got more here.
There was 2 brothers on that stupid show.
True Blood, Outlaw County, Outlaw Country, The Wait, Squatters, American Sniper, Forever, 50 Shades of whatever, Manhattan Undying, Camino, no. Let's see. Year, Taken 2, no. Yeah, you might have your actors mixed up there, buddy. Just saying.
It's entirely possible. You know, I'm a blonde. I don't know what to talk about half the time.
Euphoria? Yeah, I don't think it's that one. Oh, good Lord.
What if I do T and what is it, TNT or TBS, whatever? Let's try TNT show schedule.
I think you would have found it already.
Maybe that'll help me.
Grimm?
Nope.
Nope. Chuck, I don't think it's fucking me. Oh, sorry. That's not, no, he was not putting on a TV show.
Supernatural.
Supernatural? He's not even sure. I think that's not Luke Grimes.
Oh, okay. It looks like Luke Grimes. It's Jared Pacadically walking.
All that, bam. Nate Eicher. Nate
Look
Eicher
at him. Looks just like him. Look just like him.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm hungry. I gotta go eat. I haven't had dinner yet.
Yes, Christopher, Supernatural, and the guy looks just like Luke Grimes.
You know what? I am gonna do a VT Chronicles later. I'm gonna pull something out of the vintage bag. No, out of the vintage bag.
Vintage bag.
Out of the vintage bag. Yeah, yeah.
All right, my little peeps. Oh, just wait. April's right around the corner. I get my peeps back. I love those little marshmallow critters.
All right, we had enough of this. Sorry to waste your time, y'all. But Bam was wrong yet again. This was the second real big time that you thought it was somebody and it was somebody else.
Oh, give me a break. Okay, I'm old. I'm senile.
All right, everyone.
That's my defense if I ever get arrested by Vanessa. I'm old and senile. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. That works. All right, I'm gonna come back later with some VT. I don't think Bam is gonna come back because he's got a.
No, I'll be in bed. I got to get up at 4:30 a.m., 5:30 a.m., whatever.
But I'll dig something up and I'll play that a little bit later tonight. Not late, but I don't know.
He'll have pillow talk with y'all.
9 o'clock. No pillow talk tonight. Something like 9 o'clock ish. I'm thinking something like that. Nah, that's not enough time.
Yeah, that's.
You know what? 10:30. Done. 10:30. Be back at 10:30.
Done. Finito. No.
All right. 10:30 with VT Chronicles, vintage VT Chronicles. So I'll dig something up.
All
right.
Make sure she's not eating anything.
Oh, I want to make sure she is. That way I can get your take on it.
But you're not going to have me.
Well, you can save it for Sunday or Monday. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll see you at 10:30. Later, Bam.
Later. Have a good night, everybody.
Be back.